Hey, recently I was listening to this another stylist. She's in New York, and she was talking about why we should be concerned about looking dated, which I don't necessarily disagree with her on looking relevant, but she particularly mentioned two things that I have in my wardrobe, and I'm not thinking about getting rid of those anytime soon. And it got me thinking about some ways that my approach to style strategy kind of just bakes in not having to be so concerned about being up to date or worrying about style trends. But first, I wanted to say a couple things about overall philosophy of trends. Trends are a predictable cycle of preferences that occur because of visual habituation. Yes, I did just make that word up. But maybe it's a thing. I don't know. What I mean is, you see something and then you get used to it and then you get tired of it. And I think most people have a particular relationship with that cycle, where you feel comfortable. Do you get, it takes you a long time to get used to something, and so you find that you want to wear the same things longer, or do you find that once other people start catching on to that style, you can't wear it anymore? And that's part of your signature style is going to be where you put yourself on that style train. And it's okay if you're, I think I used this metaphor once, it's okay if you're the person riding on a horse next to the train. And so then the other thing about style trends is that it's really, really hard for most people to distinguish between their personal preferences and what's on trend at the time. And how I see this showing up, and it's somewhere between annoying and funny. For me is, say, peach is really in style right now as a color. And then, I'll hear people say, "Oh, I've always loved peach," and maybe. Anyway, so how my approach lessens concerns about trends and looking dated. Three things. One, it's really based on you, so you should like it longer. It's going to be connected to not what's in style so much as what is authentically beautiful in your eyes. Two, it's going to look good on you. So even if it's not up to date, you are going to look good. And three, it's based on your needs. So you only need to own what you need. And so in that way, you're more likely to wear it out before it goes out of style. And I could do a whole nother rant on keeping things until they're no good for anybody. But just wear it out and consider that a success. And if you don't know how much you need, that's what my PDF, The Wardrobe Pyramid, is for, and I will leave the link down below this video. So sometimes trends really do change in a way that doesn't suit you best, but there's always a way to adapt. So if you want to ask me questions about that, or I'd love to hear your stories about how you've dealt with trend changes in the past. Maybe something that you thought would never go out of style. I know for me, I will confess, it was shoulder pads. I never thought those would go out of style. Anyway, have a great day.